Hello class, my name is Lisa Mahomes and I will be your instructor for this presentation on academic honesty in research. So, what does it mean to be academically honest? A simple definition is this. Academic honesty is defined as completing all academic work without cheating, lying, stealing, or receiving assistance from any other person or using any source of information not appropriately authorized or attributed. So, how can you be academically honest while you are doing research? By being honest. First, you come up with your own ideas and do your own work. You don't copy or borrow others' works or creations. You cite the sources you use, including AI entries and creations. And you cite others' work correctly using correct style citations. Let's look at Valdosta State University's Student Code of Conduct. According to the Code of Conduct, no student shall engage in plagiarism, which is presenting the words or ideas of another person as if they were the student's own. Essays, term papers, laboratory reports, tests, online writing assignments, and other similar requirements must be the work of the student submitting them. Some examples of plagiarism are turning in a paper written entirely or partially by another person. Turning in a paper you wrote for another assignment is self-plagiarism. Copying someone else's words and not citing them properly is plagiarism as well. And copying someone else's ideas without citing them is also plagiarism. The consequences of academic dishonesty could be failing a project or class, or being expelled from a degree program or college or university. At Valdosta State University, a professor will most likely have the consequences of academic dishonesty in their course syllabus. One consequence of academic dishonesty and plagiarism is an F grade for the course. So, what if you're starting research on your first paper? First, you will come up with your own topic. Next, you will come up with your outline. Then you will start looking for your resources. After finding those resources, you will start with a rough draft. And then during that rough draft, you will start to cite any sources. When you find your sources, paraphrase or put information in your words and give proper credit to the author or creator. You want to use direct quotes. Put quotes in parentheses and use proper citations. Using a photo or image, give credit to the photographer or creator or the institution who has the rights to the creation. When you have decided on the sources you will use for your research, it's time to cite them. A citation describes a source and provides information about it. Citations tell you the title of the work, who wrote it, the date it was published, where it was published, and who published it. There are different citation styles ranging from APA to CSE. Different citation styles are for different types of research. For this presentation, I am using APA citation style because it is the citation style used for social studies and education research. MLA is mainly used for humanities courses such as English and writing. For more citation help, contact your college professor or campus librarian. Now, let's discuss copyrights. Certain research and creations are copyrighted. A copyright is a bundle of rights that includes the right to copy, distribute, publish, perform, and display a work. What can be copyrighted? Literary, musical, dramatical works, pictorial, graphic, or sculptural works, sound recordings, motion pictures, AV works, computer programs, and architectural works. What can't be copyrighted? Ideas, facts, slogans, names, and short phrases cannot be copyrighted. After copyrights, we have Creative Commons licenses. Creative Commons licenses grant the public permission to use others' creative work under copyright law. The following Creative Commons graphics tell you what you will be able to do with a particular work. Creative Commons licenses range from attribution, which allows others to distribute, remix, adapt, and build upon their work, even for commercial purposes, to public domain, which are works that are unprotected by intellectual property law. If you see a Creative Commons graphic near or in a work, click on the Creative Commons graphic or link, and it will explain how you'll be able to use the work or creation in business, educational, and personal ways. Then there are open access materials. Open educational resources are teaching and learning materials that you may freely use and reuse at no cost and without needing to ask permission. For OER, you still need to cite these. After open educational resources, there is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is technology that enables computers and machines to simulate human learning, comprehension, problem solving, decision making, creativity, and autonomy. Examples of AI technology is ChatGPT, Canva, Gemini, Grammarly, and more. You may ask, how do you cite AI materials? Since I'm using APA for this presentation, I will just refer to APA citation methods. First, in citing the AI entry or material, you'll have the author, date, title, references for additional descriptions, and the source. If you cite AI chat generators, make sure you note how you input your question for future reference. How you type in your questions could affect how the AI technology responds. So, a major theme of this presentation is the idea that information has value. When an individual publishes a research paper, it is his creation, and any reference or taking a direct quote has to be attributed back to the creator. Okay, class, it's time to partner up in teams of 2 or 3. I will display a work or creation on the screen, and you must be able to tell if it can be cited or used for educational purposes. First, here is a ChatGPT generated answer of what is academic honesty. How would you cite this? Do you cite this? Okay, class. Yes, you can cite it. This citation that I have on the screen has the company name, year, version of the ChatGPT used, and a URL. Let's go to the next question. Now, class, here is a photo of Langston Hughes taken by Carl Van Vechten. Do you cite it, and how do you cite it? For this photo of Langston Hughes, you do cite it. On this citation on the screen, you can see Van Vechten is credited with taking the photo in this citation. And here's our last example. Here is a picture I took of a Coca-Cola logo. Can we use this logo in a communications presentation for educational purposes? Okay, so this may be obvious, but the Coca-Cola's logo cannot be altered or used for educational, business, or personal use due to the fact it's probably copyrighted and trademarked. So, final notes and takeaways. Be honest. If it's not your idea of creation, cite it. Plagiarism is a serious academic offense. Before we end this class, could everyone please grab a sheet of paper and tell me what academic honesty means to you? This will only take a couple of minutes. When you're done, please turn in your answers at the end. Thank you for turning in your assignments. Here are my references for this presentation. And this is the end of the class. Thank you for viewing my presentation on academic honesty in research. If you have any questions, please contact me by my Valdosta email.